Scorpio, your life is about to change. Your life is seriously about to change. You know it's to do with a certain aspect. You know this particular information that you have been waiting for, that you were really looking forward to, that you were waiting and waiting and waiting for this specific information. And you will not even understand and realize how important this information is until you actually get this. Because at that moment in time, there is so much that is actually about to shift in your life. And I like this because, you know, it's to do with a certain situation that kind of happened and manifested itself over the last year. And that particular situation made you, kind of forced you to not necessarily cancel your plans, but it forced you to change your plans. And this made you like a terribly unhappy. It made you like a terribly negative, because you know that this is so important to you. And it's to do with an aspect of your life that affected you, your present moment, your way of thinking, and most importantly, the beautiful and natural energy flow when it comes to your future planning. There is such an important message you are going to have. This message is going to be mind-blowing, that you will have right at the beginning of May 2022. And you are really going to be surprised in so many different ways, because the message is going to come from someone whom you really expected like some kind of a downer, or you expected to kind of step into some kind of argument, or you wanted to put your point across, and then suddenly you talk to this person and this person tell you something completely different what you thought that you're going to hear. And at that moment in time, a lot is going to be shifted, because it's going to be good. It's going to be really positive, and it's going to be an amazing moment in time. So it's to do about you getting a message that you thought, information that you kind of really thought that it's going to be pretty much so very negative, very dark, and you thought like kind of like that you're going to have to put your foot down and put your point across, and then suddenly this message, this information that you're going to get through this other person, from this other person whom you expected this kind of outcome, which you're going to find completely mind-blowing. You know, this in itself, it's really going to surprise you. Something that you expected is going to be so dark and negative and downer, and you will need to argue and put your point across. No, baby, no. It is going to unfold in a completely different way. And it is most certainly, most importantly, going to work in your favor. The month of May is going to change your life, whether you believe this or not. Please do not allow the negative energy to manifest. Do not allow negative thoughts to manifest, because throughout the month of May, your power to actually manifest and make things happen, it's going to be mind-blowing, like out of this world. Make the most of it, my gorgeous Scorpioni. The month of May, it's the time of change. The month of May is going to bring so much action into your life. The month of May is going to change your life. The month of May is the time when things are going to start changing, like, oh my God. But it's not like just anything changing. It's to do with you just carrying on with your life, you know, and doing things that you wanted to do for a while. This is going to be huge. This is going to be massive. This month is going to be very, very important. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpio, and it's for May 2022. So this monthly horoscope tarot card forecast is for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for May 2022. Like, I don't even know where to start. I really do not know even where to start. Seriously, how much this month is actually going to change for you. How many things, how many different aspects, but the most importantly, it's just going to happen out of the blue when you least expect it, through somebody who you would like really not expect this to happen through whatsoever. When it comes to the actual numerology, your number is 9. So you are, my Lord, pretty much so reaching an absolutely bombastic part of your life. This is not like a climax, you know, this is not like the ultimate top of your journey, but this is most certainly going to really put you so close towards towards a very specific aspect of your life that it's going to be so delicious, and it's going to make itself like obvious on the 7th of May, the 17th of May, and the 27th of May. All these 3 different days are going to be completely different, but it's just all going to boil towards one particular thing, and you will see what this is going to be. And this in itself is going to play a giant role when it comes to you making one of the most important decisions of your life. Number 9 means that you are in for a huge, massive change, but it also means that it's bringing the whole new plan, the whole brand new plan. It's going to become absolutely obvious at around the 11th of May, indeed, let alone the 30th and the 31st of May, that there are going to be 2 interesting opportunities that are going to absolutely surprise you so much, because they're going to happen so much sooner and so much earlier to what you've actually expected, So this is going to be like an absolute blessing in itself. But you need to understand that this is all going towards one of the biggest accomplishments of your life at a time when you least expect it. So this is when this energy becomes very, very delicious indeed. So it's about you becoming aware of the exact plan that you need to come up with to go on the next stage of your life. But at the same time, this is going to bring you success. This is going to bring you accomplishment, and materialistically in general, this is going to be absolutely big mama. So it's all about you really realizing the part of your life that you need to be devoted to even more, so what you love doing, where you are right now at the moment, what you're working on, what you're trying to achieve, there is still something missing, and that in itself, it's also going to be absolutely obvious, in the also like one of the weirdest possible ways what is missing in your life, because through somebody who's really important to you and very significant to you, through that particular person, not through direct communication with that person is not going to tell you directly what, but through that person you're going to understand exactly, through the actual inspiration, which part of your life do you need to really put more a kind of like an energy towards. So it's all about what you're devoted to, but also the actual you staying loyal to yourself and offering more services and efforts towards something very, very specific when it comes to the certain goal in your life. This is going to bring you like an important recognition. This is going to make you feel so good about yourself. On one hand, this is going to bring you fulfillment. It's going to really point out towards the certain capability, that's something that you should be kind of taking on the next level, something that you're going to find really rewarding in every single sense of this way. On one hand, this is going to bring you an admiration and success from other people, but on another hand, even most importantly, you will know that you are in for an ultimate change, and that in itself is going to resolve in you having a control over a situation that was really holding you down over the last year. Now this is going to turn into a strength and courage. So you're going to find yourself being very energetic and determined about the part of your life that was like really kind of bringing you down. But at the same time, this in itself, it's going to give you so much confidence, and also at the same time, it's going to highlight the unhappiness that was kind of like a really taking over your life. I'm not saying that you were miserable, you were sad and you were unhappy, but you will also realize here the real extent of you, kind of how much you could have done up until this moment in time, but you seem to have been waiting for a specific moment. There is no more specific moment to wait for, my gorgeous Scorpione. The whole May 2022 is the specific moment, if I can say like this, because things are going to start changing, things are going to start happening, things are going to start unfolding. And you also need to understand that there is a lot of inspiration that you are going to have throughout this month. And this inspiration, it's also like every single time when you have a burst of inspiration, like there is something that you will see, and there is something new that you will be able to connect to. And this in itself is going to make you aware how much you grew over the last couple of years, how much you changed over the last past couple of years. And most importantly, it's also going to make you aware of some kind of like a very dark and negative and a snaky person here. Somebody who's like using other people, and somebody who's very dark in energy, and somebody who's not really good, and it's having this very kind of scrutinizing effect on your life. And this is going to surprise you in itself. So it means that somebody's mask is going to be fallen at around the mid-May 2022. But this in itself is going to be brilliant, because it's going to kind of like, it's going to confirm something to you, and it's also going to highlight the path away from the situation, from the energy, and from the people that you no longer want to associate yourself with. This is also going to be an important time for you to understand, please do not ever let your energy be taken away and stolen away from you. So you protect your energy by staying focused, by staying grounded, by completely cutting out the bastards out of your life, completely cutting out the people that are just bringing you down, the people that are constantly talking about the negativity, the people that are constantly talking about the downer. There is so much of this nonsense, of this downer and negativity that you can actually take. You can't just have like a 10-15 years of your life like constantly focus on a downer, negative information. No, baby, no. Now it's enough to cut this, and now you need to cut this out of your life completely. Focus on pink, blue and purple. Focus on good energy. Focus on an optimistic energy. Focus on things that make you feel good. Focus on things that makes you feel like you like on things that are like a mysterious, on unusual things, like on a different dimensions, on the spirit worlds. Like open yourself up as much as you possibly can, because the more you open yourself up, the more you're gonna understand. The more you open yourself up, the more you're gonna let in at such a wonderful time of your life. And I'm saying such a wonderful time of your life because you are really going to have such a moment of your own kind of spirituality here that this is going to start changing so much. It is just like really going to shake you up in the best possible way, and it's all going to start at around the 22nd of May, where you are actually going to see the specific situation. At around the 22nd of May, you will be watching the certain person or certain group of people on the outside, and you will understand something that they don't understand. And you need to be grateful to yourself. You need to be grateful for these blessings, to be where you are, to understand what this person or these people don't understand. And with another hand, you will know that these people are making themselves terribly unhappy. And you will be like, no, baby, no. This life is too short. You can't just keep going like that. You need to snap out of it. And this is exactly what you're going to do, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And even better, my babies, it is going to be, what I really like is how much people in your life are going to be playing an important role. People, the real people in your life, people who mean to you the most, are going to make themselves known, because there is also going to be a very strong reconnection with the people in your life. There is someone specific that is actually going to surprise you. I'm not talking about Mr. Lover. No, I'm not talking about Mr. Lover. No, I'm talking about the people that are so kind of close to you, like a family members or somebody who like a really great friends that you've kind of like maybe you've lost the communication with that person, or maybe you haven't seen each other for a while, but there is someone very specific that is actually about to re-enter your life. So it's either family member, or it's either going to be like a great friend, but this person is about to reconnect with you, but it's also about to bring you a very, very important message. And the message that you're going to get, it's going to give you very interesting ideas, like how you should live your life. There is something that you're going to realize again that is missing in your life through that particular idea, only by you kind of focusing and thinking and like feeling it, baby. This is the vibration that I'm talking about. This is something that you should be doing. This is something that you should be following. So any type of inspiration that you have throughout the months of May, just trust me, this is coming from somewhere else. You are about to go on the next stage of your life, whether you believe this or not. Trust me, it's all gonna start with a message that you're gonna find really mind-blowing. It's gonna surprise you, my lord. It's almost like you're gonna be talking to someone who is like, oh my god, your enemy type of thing, what I said at the beginning of this reading. And then they will kind of step back, And then Mama Scorpione is going to come out and it's going to be like, hello, baby, I've done it. You know, it's like, this is brilliant because it's just going to save so much in your life because you were preparing almost like for maybe like a battle, you know, with that person or a group of people. But now it's going to be like, oh my God, this is resolved. And that person or this group of people, they will realize that, you know, you're way too strong. And this is fantastic, you see, because you were right all along. They were wrong all along. They wanted to use you for something, and this in itself is going to set you free in so many different ways. And also, you know, it is like when I said before that the people in your life are going to be playing a really important role. There is someone that is also going to motivate you so much when it comes to their success. And this in itself is going to be obvious at around the 3rd of May, 13th of May, and the 23rd of May, who this person is. The right person is going to make themselves known within these 3 days. And it's most importantly the motivation. And somehow, for some reason, the success is going to motivate you in a way where you will want to kind of talk to your family, and you will become aware of the certain problem in your family that you will want to sort out, that you will want to deal with. And this is brilliant because that motivation, it's actually from someone very successful. It's going to have a very unusual effect on you, which is going to inspire you it's going to motivate you to deal. It's going to pinpoint you to deal with a certain problem. When it comes to your family, you're going to need to step through. You're going to need to step forward, and you need to open your mouth and you need to say what you know. There is something that you know that your family is going to find beneficial like there is no tomorrow. You're a big mama in all this. So you need to do this. You're very clever. You're very smart. I told you this many times. You're so deep, you know, like Scorpione. You're so deep. It's my ascendant, of course we are. Look at the deepness, you know. But it's like basically it is going to point out towards the certain family matter, family problem that you're going to need to deal with. And you know it. You know something that you need to say. You know something that you need to come out with. And as soon as you do this, you're going to start the process of healing. And this is going to get back to you in terms of your own kind of like a personal security. But it's also going to come back to you very, very rewarding later on. This has got a very kind of strong karmic impact on you and on your family at the same time. So you need to really kind of see what this is. So it's to do with the family matter, but you're the one who knows something that you need to say this. And after you say this, like poof, everything is going to change, my gorgeous Scorpione. Literally everything, trust me. So this is when Karma Mama comes in, you know, this is brilliant. On another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Scorpione, also like, oh my God, this is a pretty much so really big month for you. And I really hope you understand. I know that I do like to highlight, you know, this is good, this is brilliant, but now this is something that is drastically about to change your life. The month of May is drastically about to change your life in the best possible way. You have been prepared for this moment in time for a long time, and where your intelligence, your spiritual intelligence step in is right now. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, you are really gonna, you know, in the stage and the period in between. This is going to happen in between the 16th of May and at the end of that, 17th of May, in between the 17th of May and the 31st of May, like, oh my God, this is the beginning of something so important here. You are really going to feel a very kind of like a very optimistic, very energetic. This is going to increase your vibration. This is going to increase your energy, but it's at the same time going to make you feel ridiculously enthusiastic towards the certain initiative. And that initiative that you're going to become aware of, it's going to have an element of something new, but at the same time, like, oh my God, almost immediately you're going to become aware of the unlimited possibilities and also the feeling of exploration. You will want to explore, and you're going to surprise yourself like, oh my God, my Lord, this is a big mama. Normally I would be like, no baby, no, I'll just take my time, one step at a time, all this. Yeah, but now you will just kind of want to explore, and this in itself it's going to make you aware how much you've actually changed, and how much, more importantly, how much do you actually want to make a change in your life. Okay, this is brilliant, and it's also going to bring you one of the greatest accomplishment. It's going to, at the same time, going to give you kind of going to make you feel really confident. It's about your own stability, but also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you are going to realize how powerful you are. By the end of May, you will realize how different you are, how unique you are, how powerful you are, how strong you are, and most importantly, the importance of trusting yourself above anything else, trusting yourself above, anyone else or anything else. Okay, and just following your own intuition. You will realize this. You will know exactly what am I talking about here. You will realize how powerful you are, but also at the same time, you are going to have a pretty much sort of heightened psychic abilities throughout this month, which is on one hand going to make you feel like a very, it's going to make you feel, it's going to highlight your ability to make anything kind of more meaningful and more beautiful in your life. But at the same time, it is just gonna show you the way how to be practical about how you're going to proceed and what you're going to do next, and the importance of having a sensible approach in our lives. On another hand, okay, when it comes to the actual health, it's like, wow, it's again the lower back problems. I can see the negativity and negative energy when it comes to lower back, and I can see the negative energy when it comes to top back, and I can see the negative energy when it comes to your like a throat yeah, when it comes to your neck here, the back of your neck, which is telling me one thing, of course, like wherever you go, like Scorpione, you know the thing, yeah, wherever you go, you see people, you see everyone like that. How crazy this is, yeah. Everyone is like this with their phones. Obviously, I'm talking about the phones, and this is everybody's like this. This is causing all sorts of like problems, but in itself, because people shouldn't be like that all the time, of course. But on another hand, it's creating a blockage when it comes to your back, and especially when it comes to your top back, and especially when it comes to your neck, in between here in the middle. This is going to feel very sensitive, and very often, throughout May, you're just going to feel like, oh God, just remember to keep on repositioning yourself, keep on thinking straight, gosh, keep on sitting straight, okay, and at the same time keep on like kind of reminding yourself to not to kind of look at your phone like this, to look at your phone like this, for example, and also at the same time, try to like kind of like when you sleep, try to sleep on a side for a while, and try to put a pillow in between your legs. I told you this before. When you put a pillow in between your legs, you you are able to relax the lower part of your body in a really great way, in the way that you couldn't normally relax. So this is something that's pretty much needed, especially if you're having a lower back problems and things like that. And what else I see, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's basically the need to take care of your own creativity, and it's going to be a lot going on throughout the actual month of May. So you are going to feel like, oh my Lord, like on top of the world. This is going to be fantastic, because every single step of the way you're going to find out something else about yourself. I'm telling you, the month of May is going to be bombastic, mind-blowing in so many different ways. But at the same time, you must remember to take a day out, to like, if you feel like things are getting too much, always like do a bit of a meditation, protect your vibration, protect your creativity, protect your energy, go and reconnect with the nature. I've been saying this for a while now, and I'm saying this again. So if you feel like it's a little bit too much, no matter how you feel, just take a day out. Take a few hours out, take a day out, take a couple of days out if you possibly can, but also make sure that you go and ground yourself within the nature. You just go by what your spirit is telling you. Like maybe you will feel like, oh, I want to be by the water. This is something that you should do. Oh, I want to be by the river. This is something you should do. I want to sit by the sea. I want to sit by the sea. This is what you should do. This is what your vibration needs at this moment in time. This is going to reflect on every single aspect of your life, and it's going to rejuvenate you like a big mama then and there. at that moment in time, there is so much that will go through you that you will not understand at that moment in time. But then later on, when you go, there are all sorts of ideas that you're going to have, especially when it comes to the problems, ongoing problems in your life that have been slowing you down so much. Okay, so now my gorgeous Scorpionis, I'm just going to see what is going to be the first day to pay attention to. But before I go there, like, oh my god, again, this is probably one of the most beautiful pendants that I've had so far. Brand new line. Check how gorgeous this is. Indonesian crazy lace agate. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Not only this is a beautiful and very detailed pendant, crystal indeed, very different, very unique, okay, quite difficult to get hold of, but then at the same time, you know, this is like, it has got a power to almost immediately increase your vibration, increase your energy. It makes you feel really good about yourself. It makes you feel really positive about yourself. It makes you feel really optimistic about yourself. It raises your vibration almost immediately, but also at the same time it makes you feel really optimistic, and it pushes you to explore, baby, to explore the real and important parts of your life, to explore what you should explore. It helps you to open yourself up, to communicate as much as you can, but at the same time, you know, it's elevating your thoughts, you know, by promoting optimism. Absolutely brilliant. There is so much that you understand by wearing this crystal that you wouldn't normally understand in terms of blockages and problems and the situations in your life that are kind of important to you, but you can't understand why. So it always helps you to kind of understand and see the hidden meanings and the importance of things that you wouldn't normally understand. So that helps you with like important adjustments as well. So this Indonesian crazy lace agate comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that, okay? So this, as soon as you put it on, it has got this absolutely mind-blowing ability to almost immediately makes you feel really optimistic. And this, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's like everything. So now, because your optimism is your power, your optimism is your strength, your optimism can help you to, you know, to see things through, you know. Your optimism can help you with so much of the negative people around you and negative situation, because they've got an impact on our lives, and we don't even notice this negative energy, because we've learned to live with this, you know. We've learned to live with this, and now it's time to come out of it, okay? This is important. The first important date is going to be on the 4th of May. Now the 4th of May is just a basically, no, it's not, sorry, I'm lying, no baby, no, it's not the 1st of May, the first important day. The first important days are the 1st, 2nd and the 3rd. The 1st, 2nd and the 3rd of May. You know, you need to think what is going to make you feel so uncertain, what is going to make you feel so doubting. You will be doubting on the 1st, 2nd and the 3rd of May, and especially when it comes to the 4th of May, it's all going to be about this doubt and about this uncertainty, and you're going to be really worried, you know, like about, you're going to be thinking about what you're going to do next, but you will be worrying like, oh, I don't want to make the same mistake, don't want to make the same mistake. Ignore anyone or ignore anything. This is purely down to you. Don't think about other people. Don't think about other people's actions. Don't think about how other people feel. This needs to primarily come from you. You must never let your energy to be stolen away. And there are several ways for us to let other people to steal our energy away. When people are very strong and dark in energy around us, you know, they have this ability to kind of control us in this particular dark and negative way. There's so many different ways, you know, to do this. But the one main one is to come on top of this. It's always follow your intuition, no matter what. This is the way to stay centered. This is the way to stay sane, really, to be quite honest, at this moment in time. So it's all about establishing what this is and why do you have this doubt. And then at the same time, you know, the 4th of May, it's going to be great because, you know, somebody very kind of consistent in your life, somebody very friendly in your life, somebody who is very kind of like has got a really beautiful and gentle energy. It's going to be playing an important role here, because at the same time, through that person, you will kind of understand how to avoid the certain conflict, and that in itself, how to avoid the certain conflict in the future. It's almost that this person is this wonderful, some very, very wonderful person in your life. It's going to really kind of highlight the specific aspect of your life, and after that moment in time, there is so much that is actually going to be clear to you. It's all going to be boiling down towards the practical knowledge, what you like doing, but also the realization that there is going to be an important negotiation here, and that negotiation is pretty much so not something that you should rush through too quickly, because it's all going to be very highlighted in between the 4th of May and the 24th of May. This situation in between the 4th of May and the 24th of May, it's all about you becoming aware of this negotiation, but by the 24th of May, you will know also very interesting element of your life. It's going to become obvious how much do you want and need to revisit and old plans and dreams. It is to do with revisiting old dreams and plans, but also embracing your inner child, baby, because you're going to find yourself thinking a lot how things used to be, and that in itself is going to really bring you an important answer. What do you want to do next? It's to do with your own ability, but at the same time, it's to do with your personal effort and staying committed to the tasks at hand, because this in itself is about to change your life. You just have to trust yourself, because it's all going to boil down towards the very, very specific moment. Look at this. I have this urge to do this. I'm just going to take this tarot card. It just came to me. It just came to me, baby. Came to me, baby. It just came to me, baby. It came to me, baby. It just came to me, baby. Came to me, baby. It just came to me, baby. Came to me, baby. These tarot cards, I need to read you now. These tarot cards, I need to read you now, because I need to let you know. I need to let you know the next step, the next step, the next step, the next step for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. Look at this. It's me just singing, like I basically, I'm so sorry about that, but it's just I can't really help, So now my gorgeous Scorpione, this is look, and now what this is gonna boil down to, you see, from the 4th, look, this like basically it's all gonna boil down towards, look at this, the Hermit, baby, the moment of enlightenment. You see, do not be in self-denial. Okay, you have to be honest with yourself. You need to move on. You have to be honest with yourself. No more waiting, baby. Time to move on. No more waiting, baby. This is very, very important. You have to be honest with yourself, because something is going to come to the surface, and you will know that, at the same time, you will just not want your life to be the way it was before. But at the same time, your Hermit moment, this in between the 4th, from the 4th onwards, it's gonna lead towards the Hermit moment, that you're gonna be really much so, it's gonna come to you what you're in self-denial about, but at the same time you will know, your intuition is going to tell you big time that what you're thinking about, it's right, you are right. And there's so many different aspects that are going to come into it, like so much weirdness from the outside. There are certain things that you're not going to be able to understand, but at the same time you're going to have this ability to read in between the lines, to see what you didn't see before, to know what you didn't know before. And this, my gorgeous Scorpion, it's most certainly going to reveal the path for you. This is going to reveal your path to you, an important path, what you should be doing and what you should be kind of following in your life. So now, before I go to the next date, another important pendant. Look at this baby, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, leopardite. And I think it's a pretty obvious why it's called leopardite, but it's absolutely fantastic pendant. It has got a very playful energy. So as soon as you kind of have this pendant, it makes you puts you in an explorative mode. It kind of increases your energy, but it's really pretty much so want you to explore explore, want you to come out of yourself. It helps you to understand things that you wouldn't normally understand around you, but then at the same time, you know, it's also kind of like it helps you to kind of like a really it encourages you to enjoy things in life that we take for granted. But this is very important, because at the same time, if we are creating so much around it through our own understanding of things that we kind of like neglect in our lives. But it's the little things that can just like bring the world of like the biggest changes ever, and sometimes we just miss them, and sometimes they come up only every now and then. So leopardite really helps you to reconnect with yourself, but it also pushes you towards the spiritual quest at a time of your life when you really feel like it, but you still need that little bit of confidence. Absolutely brilliant. This gorgeous leopardite also like a kind of like when you need to make a really important decisions, when you kind of need to be really quick, when you need to be really sharp, you know, it brings your confidence up, it brings your self-esteem, it makes you feel really good about yourself, but most importantly, it pushes you to explore the things in life that you should be exploring, but sometimes they're right around us and we don't even notice them. So this is the missing balance that this gorgeous pendant brings to you. This gorgeous leopardite comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. But buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So now the 16th of May, it's going to be the second date. You know, oh god, sorry, this is a bit of a dark lala. You know, dark lala strikes again. So the 16th of May, it's going to be a bit of a tower situation that you're going to have, you know. But look, don't get like, oh my god, tower. It's an unexpected situation which you're going to find completely mind-blowing, and this in itself, it's really going to surprise you. It's going to throw you back a little bit. It's going to like really surprise you like there is no tomorrow, because there are other things that you're going to realize through this situation about other people as well. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, this is all going to work really great for you, but when it happens, it's not going to feel like that. But then again, it's important. It's a bit of a yin-yang moment, you know, the bit of a mixture of the universal energies going on here. So a bit of a tower moment on the 16th is going to surprise you, it's going to throw you out of the balance, but then again, at the same time, it's going to reveal the certain domination, dark, horrible, not really nice domination, and that in itself, it's really going to make you realize, oh my god, you know what, I'm so glad that this like kind of tower happened, because this just caused so much delay in my life. So that in itself, it's already going to start bringing a very positive aspect into your life when it comes to the right way of thinking, because you will understand exactly what cooperation later on it's going to be so kind of available to you that it's not available now. So you see what I mean? In a dark is a light, in a light is a dark. It's a bit of a yin-yang going on, but then again, little plant agrees, it's going to be good, because it's just going to lead towards your own transformation. And that in itself, in between the 16th of May and the 31st of May, it's going to be connected to a very significant life experience that otherwise wouldn't happen. Do you see what I mean? So in between the 16th of May and the 31st of May, this is going to start the process of transformation, where you will know you will have a significant life experience here indeed. And that life experience is going to require changes to be made. Which changes you're going to need to be made are going to be absolutely evident on the 31st of May. But also at the same time, you know, this is going to be connected to very powerful and unexpected revelation, you know. So that is going to help you to break free, but also it's going to help you to release old belief systems in the best possible way. So this in itself is going to be connected to a very, very important advice from somebody really loving and practical in your life. The third important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be on the 31st of May. It's like, oh my lord. Now I like this so much, because now you're stepping into a completely different dimension, completely different energy. Very important message here, very important phone call, or maybe email message or text message, or like kind of reconnection with someone. It's going to make you aware of your own success, like a big time, something that you have been working on over the last 10 months. Now it's going to explode in the best possible way, and you will love the explosion of that shower, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Indeed, it's about success, and you will know know, like, oh my God, on one hand, this is going to make you feel so good about your financial security, but also on another hand, you know, you're going to surprise like the level that you're going to find yourself at. I like it. It's going to reflect on your energy. It's going to reflect on your health. It's going to reflect on your healing. It's a rather highly victorious moment in time when it comes to your victory, but also at the same time, you know, the difficulties, like, oh my God, you will see like you're going to be right on top of them. And it's going to reflect on your stability, and it's also going to make you realize that you can do something so big here. You can do something so important for yourself. Either you will be able to buy something so big, Vava Vumish Scorpioni, or you're going to be able to get something for yourself, something really big, but there is some really nice plan that is going to come through forward in terms of you rewarding yourself, and absolutely you should go for it. This life goes like that. It's really quick, you know, so we need to make the most of it. So if you want to reward yourself with something, just do it, because you're increasing your energy, you're making everything better, and you're going with this flow of knowing which things in your life do you need to reconnect with at the right moment in time. So this is something that I'm talking about, you see. On another hand, you're also going to become aware of some kind of like a unwise investments. You will know exactly what do you need to invest in your life, and most importantly, you will know which unwise investments do you need to ignore, because there is something to do with like a certain learning experience that you had over the last couple of years that brought you so much pain and so much sadness and so much kind of like a tears and negativity and trouble and sorrow. So most certainly you have learned your lesson, and this, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be step in the right direction. Trust me, because it's almost going to feel like, oh my God, like a little ritual. It's going to feel like you want to like, yeah, baby, light a little candle, dance around, you know, baby. You know, it's going to feel like something personal to you, like you want to like kind of express yourself through your own spirituality, and you should do it. And this is really telling me that this is going to make you feel so good, you know. And it's like even the kitties say, yeah, baby, you know. It's absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Scorpione. I'm so happy. And so it's all about the actual, you know, you will feel this, and then at the same time, when you feel like you want to have like a ritual, you're something very personal to you, maybe a little mantra, maybe a little affirmation, maybe a little prayer, maybe you will like kind of like light the candles and dance around, maybe you're gonna hold crystals, whatever that feels to you in your specific spiritual journey, just go for it, baby, because that in itself is going to open you up even more. Your third psychic eye is going to become enormous here in the best possible way, and there is going to be very interesting idea that is going to follow, very interesting idea after that moment in time, and that idea is going to in itself is going to become the process of change, but you're going to realize what alteration exactly do you need to make. This in itself is going to help you out to kind of fall in love with life again, you know, but at the same time it's going to make you realize how important people are in your life, and how important it is to not to give up on people you love. On another hand, when it comes to the first part of May, mid part of May, and the last part of May, I'm just going to briefly say the first part of May, you're just going to feel like, yeah, it's the need to move on, seeking more out of life than what you're experiencing, and you're going to find yourself already on a very important spiritual quest. That in itself is going to put you on a path where you will want to choose to make big life changes, and that in itself is also going to provide you with a change in priorities. Okay, important. What these changes actually are. The mid part of May, you know, remember, it's all about it's all about your motivation, it's all about you feeling very inspired, it's all about you coming out of yourself, it's all about you realizing how important is communication, how important to express yourself in this life, how important it is to express yourself in this life the way you want to express yourself. It's everything. Be weird, be bizarre, be strange, it doesn't really matter, just be yourself. Okay, very, very important indeed. Take a leadership take a leadership role, and it's time to step into the spotlight. This is very important, to communicate your vision, and do not be sensitive to criticism whatsoever. The last part of May, you know, there are certain situations and topics that you're going to come across, and they're going to make your heart flutter, and that in itself, it's really going to give you all sorts of ideas ideas and all sorts of inspiration, but you need to remember that the power of manifestation is going to be huge, like a big mama. So you also, it goes both ways, you know. You're going to feel very deep throughout this month, but especially towards the end of May, a lot is going to be going on and a lot is going to be on your mind. So do not let negative thoughts manifest into real challenges. You need to remember that this is also going two ways. The power of manifestation over the last 7 days in May is going to be huge. So make the most of it by being optimistic, you know, stay on top of things by being optimistic. That's exactly what you need to do. So now, my gorgeous Scorpioni, for those of you who are in relationship, it's like, oh my God, your life is going to go on the next level. It's the whole new determination. Very important news is going to come in, and that news you're both going to find very beneficial, because it's, or you're both going to feel very determined against a certain part of your life. You will know the next step. The next step is going to be revealed. It's to do with initiative, strength, activity, power, and you will know exactly what you need to do in terms of like what the next step is. Like when it comes to like doing things towards your own success, you're going to find yourself on a very, very interesting path, because you will not want to repeat things that happened before, in terms of like, it looks like you were waiting for something, for the right moment in time to like kind of do certain plans that got stuck in the process, and but that caused so much restraint caused by others, and that's just like really kind of like affected your own tranquility. So now it's time to move on. So it's all about you learning a valuable lesson, but also really feeling so inspired and going on the next stage of your life. Just pay attention to this inspiration, determination, initiative, and strength, because this is going to change your life for both of you. For those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you know, I don't see like the love of your life walking into your life this month, but I will tell you something which is also as important. If you're waiting for stranger in the night, if you're waiting for that moment, if you're waiting for someone, you know, there are certain future opportunities that you're going to become aware of ahead. Before you become aware of the certain opportunities ahead, you are going to be thinking about your childhood. You are going to be thinking about, you're going to feel very nostalgic, and you're going to be thinking about your childhood, and then suddenly there are the certain elements that are going to be highlighted why you're not doing them, something that you should be doing, and it's a very strong part of you, and that in itself is going to start a very interesting process, because through that you will realize like, oh my God, yeah, of course, yeah, the future opportunities ahead are going to be connected to this, and this is going to be on your mind, and one of the future opportunities ahead, it's also going to be connected to the coming events that you're going to become aware of, and these coming events that you're going to become aware of are going to require from you to go somewhere, and that particular place that you're going to go to, it's something where you're going to start going to on like maybe daily basis or weekly basis or even monthly basis, but it's bringing the whole new element into your life, and the element into your life, it's also going to bring someone very interesting who is about to start sharing your path. It's not going to happen this month, but you will know exactly how you're going to meet this person through this situation that I've already mentioned, and it's not even going to be that long until that person walks into your life. You just watch it. This is going to be very interesting indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.